Hey guys, I thought I would just take you through what we just did recently, which was a replacement of this. We had a very slight vibration a couple of weeks ago. A little bit like if a tail shaft loses a weight, just that tiny little bit of a vibration. But it seemed to come and go. We were struggling to diagnose it because this was still pretty rock solid. There was no movement in anything. It wasn't until we actually put a camera under here, drove around a little bit, we actually could hear the sound coming from this. What we've realised is the way the roller bearing in this one works, a little sleeve that holds the ball bearings in a specific spot, that had deteriorated, and all the ball bearings were literally dropping down and touching each other and creating that little gap at the top or on the sides, and it was just sort of going out of whack. So we ended up with the flu, which knocked us around for a little bit, and this was getting noisier and noisier. One day, my son and I just thought, look, we need to get on top of this. So we just came out here, started on this. We ended up taking it and the whole tail shaft off because it was easier. We had the clamp. We bought ourselves a press, little mechanical press, which popped this off really easily for us. We popped the uni off, took it out, and because it was out, we thought we'd replace the uni with a new one. So we did that, and I'll show you in the second half of this video what it takes to actually get this off this shaft, because there's a big steel protective plate here, so you can't get in behind this. But yeah, I'll show you what it took to get it off, how you got to get it off. And I thought, sorry, I mean, I didn't actually film it, us doing it. Like I said, we weren't feeling the best, so we weren't actually thinking about it at the time. We just realised it had to be done. So that's why I'm doing this now, just to give you an idea of what it would take if you decide to do it yourself. If you decide to do it yourself, how easy it was. I mean, that's our first time doing it on this Ford. Probably took us just under 2.5 hours. Second round, if we had to do it again, maybe on my son's car, I'd do it under 2 hours. It's not that hard to do if you've got a little bit of nous. Happy to do a few little things of your own. That was quite a simple job. It does need one tool. Like I said, it makes it easier if you have a little mechanical press to push the uni out and push a new one back in, which makes life so much easier. But apart from that, yeah, I'll show you what we had to do to actually get all that off, because that's a steel plate there with a massive big rubber boot behind it. But yeah, I thought we'd just give you an idea of how easy it is to do it, because there's nothing on YouTube when it comes to doing these Ranger, these PX 1s, 2 and 3s. Plenty of stuff to do a Ford F-150 or the old PKs, but nothing for this at the moment that I could find. So, an easy job if you can have the time to do it. Alright, this is to show you, oh, here's the old one. Alright. As you can see, bum's been cut out, and that's what we had to do. Right. To get the bearing off, the easiest way was for us to put a knife through this, and you can see it's quite thick, the rubber. But we cut this off, right, which exposed this bearing. Right, that sits in like so. That was still left on the shaft. So what we were able to do then is actually put a set of claws on this. I actually put a grinder blade in it just to take a little bit of pressure on it, but we ended up putting a set of bearing puller that we got on it, hooked it onto that and popped it off. So that's how it was so easy to get that off, and then we were able just to get the last little bits and pieces off very easily. And then we just slid the new one on. It took nothing much. We had a socket which just gently tapped back on beautifully. But as I said, It's not a hard job to do. It's very easy, as long as you can cut that off, get that piece off. Can't go through this because it's steel in here, but the back of it's all rubber. You can cut that off. Boy, does it make it so much easier for you from in the mucking around. And then as long as you have a little puller, if you don't, like I said, you can keep grinding and grinding until you get to that bottom one. You're just very gentle about it, and that'll pop off. You just don't want to touch what the bearing sits on, because then you've damaged it. So all I wanted to do was take a bit of pressure off the top one, so all the balls fell out. It fell out. Once it fell out, the race that the balls sit in just popped off nice and easily. So it's just a short little video, just to give you an idea of how to do the job. Like I said, it's very easy to do. Didn't take us very long. I reckon next time, if it failed again, it would only under a couple of hours to do easily, because we know what we're doing now. So hopefully this gives you enough info for you to have a go yourself. Right? So sorry I didn't film it. We were crook. When the part came in, we still hadn't gotten over it, having the flu, and we just quickly did it. I thought I'd post this, and this will give you an idea on how to do this, because we're getting a few little maintenance things on the car ready for our next few trips coming up. I've got a service next to do, and apart from that, the car's running well. Thanks for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed some of the contents we're doing. We'll see you on the next video, hopefully of your trip.